Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss a very interesting topic about sugar, and how even consuming small bit of sugar daily can trigger, systemic issues such as type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, gum gum disease, periodontitis, and which we are not aware of, right? So I'm going to, break down this mechanics. I've seen a lot of people, even doctors, saying, eating 5 grams of sugar is fine, 2 grams of sugar is fine, and there's a lot of these so-called self-proclaimed healthy alternatives which say that, uh, uh, you know, it's fine having 2 grams of sugar, such as protein bars, mueslis, a lot of these things, a lot of these packaged foods which are available in supermarket, right? And we end up consuming them because we do not have a lot of time at our disposal to make things at home, and we generally grab these things, right? But so let us understand the mechanics, right? We say that, fine, a bit of sugar is fine, it is required, and all of these things, right? So, but let us understand the mechanics. So when we, so uh, we have, as like gut microbiome, we have a lot of bacteria living in our mouth, and I've discussed a lot about oral microbiome earlier as well, right? But the bacterias are much more diverse, right, than gut microbiome. There are 700 different species contributing 100 billion plus microbes, right? Microbes expressing, 2 million genes, right? So the whatever we eat is first available to these microbes before it is available to our body, right? And these microbes actually eat, metabolize the food we eat, convert into various byproducts which is available for our body to absorb. It goes to our bloodstream, it impacts our various, it gives either gives nutrients to our cellular tissue or gives toxins which cause inflammation, which cause disease, right? So when it comes to sugar, when we are consuming foods high in sucrose, fructose, dairy, a bit of fermented foods, starches, right? Uh, High sugary fruits, right? They actually changes the functions of your microbes living in your mouth, right? So harmful bacteria such as Streptococcus mutans, P. gingivalis, right? Candida albicans. So we have a lot of fungi inside our mouth, right? And these fungi actually can combine with Streptococcus mutans to do a lot of bad stuff. So when we consume sugar, these microbes get into act. They actually express certain genes which convert this sugar into acids such as succinic acid and lactic acid, and these acids actually make your mouth pH level more acidic. It changes your pH level of mouth, reduces the pH level of mouth, and this highly acidic environment in the mouth is the starting point of disaster. It is a breeding ground for a lot of pathogens, right? And when there are a lot of there's imbalance in oral microbiome, these pathogens start doing harmful activities, right? And it leads to production of various harmful metabolites such as lipopolysaccharides. And yes, LPS is produced by oral microbiome as well as gut microbiome, right? So again, like gut lining, there's an oral mucosal lining which is very thick, yet it is permeable and fragile. It allows bad stuff to go, and good stuff to stay, keep away from your other parts of the body, right? And it filters out basically, right? And a lot of these oral bacteria actually could also be found in the gut because every day we swallow 1 to 1.5 liter of saliva, and through this, these lot of bacteria can move to gut, right? And then these actually share minimum 45% of the bacteria, right? So coming to the point that when we these pathogens due to consumption of sugar grow, so it is not eating too much of sugar that anyways is bad, but every day you're consuming 2 grams, 3 grams, 5 grams of sugar, right? It is contributing to acidic environment inside our mouth, right? And it is not something which will happen overnight. So it takes a bit of time for you to actually this acidic environment to do flares inside your mouth, right? And uh, so this triggers inflammatory response, right? These metabolites, these microbes are doing various harmful metabolites such as H2S, ammonia, LPS, right? A lot of these things, and these trigger inflammatory response, right? And a lot of these bacteria's metabolites can move to different parts of the body, which can cause systemic health issues, right? So a lot of these byproducts of sugar, what we call is e.g., advanced glycation product, which is a toxic sugar molecule which can contribute to production of lipopolysaccharides from mouth. It goes to it can impact your insulin sensitivity. It can lead to insulin resistance, right? Uh, and also, when there is a lot of these overgrowth of pathogens, it suppresses the nitric oxide production, right? Again, nitric oxide production, as we know, nitric oxide is required for vasodilation. It helps in, regulating the blood flow. It makes sure that, uh, the 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 glucose coming from the food, which your insulin actually, transported across the body. It is so for that it is required, a proper blood flow is required. So when you have low nitric oxide production because of, oral dysbiosis, it can lead to, uh, low insulin sensitivity and high risk of insulin resistance, right? So it's not that you're just saying that I'm just eating 2 grams, 3 grams, or 5 grams of sugar. It is not going. It is fine. We should consume it. You will not know that over a period of 2, 3, 5 years, you will start developing, gum disease, periodontal disease, and this is again there is a bidirectional relationship between periodontal disease and type 2 diabetes, right? So people who have periodontal disease have a high risk of type 2 diabetes, and likewise, it's the other way around as well. So people who have type 2 diabetes also suffer from gum disease and periodontal disease, right? So, do not fall for these so-called naive, recommendation or suggestions that, a bit of sugar is fine, you can have it, to understand how sugar molecule would be interacting with the microbes in your mouth, in your gut, right? So that is really, really essential, right? So take the right steps for your biology. Do not fall for pharmaceutical strategies. Adopt the right nutrition choices based on your unique biology. Study and analyze and measure your chemistry, right? So it's all your disease is nothing but, as a result of biology and chemistry, which we have still not understood, right? And that's why we just focus on suppressing symptoms, right? So fix your biology, understand your biology, and that's what we do. We at Gene Fit Ladies actually measure your chemistry and biology at a molecular level to identify, and analyze it using our, mathematical model, right? So to identify the pathogenic process involved in development of various diseases, predict them and then provide, right set of nutrition interventions. Right? So that's it for today. Have a great day. Thank you very much.